Hey guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. In this video, we're talking Analogue 3D because guess what? Analogue have pushed out another firmware update, taking the 3D OS to version 1.2.2. Now, one of the biggest features in here, we'll have a look at the release notes and exactly what it offers, is the fact that now if you choose to, when you switch on your Analogue 3D, you can boot straight into the game, right? So you don't need to go into the menu, you don't need to press a button to select the game, you can go straight into the game. And I definitely feel like ModRetro coming onto the market, or nearly coming onto the market, with the M64, and some YouTube channels or some other kind of like media outlets do have a prototype of it. And one of the things that they were kind of showing off was, hey, look at what the M64 can do. It can boot straight into the game. And it was 100%, it was a dig at Analogue, right? Their competitors like it, dislike it, whatever the heck. So they're like, hey, look, basically they're saying Analogue's rubbish, M64's good because we can boot into cartridge. And guys, I have to say, I absolutely love this. I love the competition. I like it where one says, hey, guess what? We can do this. They can't do this. And you know what? It makes the other one go out and do something. It makes you want to get better. When you've got two people competing, you're competing against one another. And in the end, it's the consumer that's going to win. So I want to send a couple of thank yous out. So I was out and about. I wasn't at home near my 3D, so I put a message out to a few people on a Discord server saying, look, if anyone's got footage, can they help? And guess what? The first person to kind of pop out with the footage was N64 Boy. Now, this is the guy when footage got leaked of Analogue 3D gameplay in the press package part of their website, right? This is the guy that found it first. So over here, he came to the rescue, and we're going to have a look at video here. So thank you very much. Nice controller there. And there they have turned the Analogue 3D on via the controller. That's their TV connected, and this is how fast it's going to launch. So there you go. It's gone into that, and you're going to see the game boot up. You're still going to see the Analogue 3D logo, and bang, we should see something in a second, and when it runs out, it runs out. Okay, so there you go. Not really too long. I don't know what's quicker, the M64 or the Analogue 3D. By the way, that footage is finished. We're back on 1080 snowboarding. So the second person is my buddy from the YouTube channel, Chris's Retro Gaming. You may know him as Terminator 2K2. And what he did was he sent me some footage as well. Now, here you go. This is all captured on a mobile, and he's got his controller here, switching it on just to show you how it can boot straight into it. Now, you do need to set this option on. It's completely up to you what you would like to go for. So you can either load into the menu if you want to go into the menu first. So if you want a more Nintendo 64 like experience, you can then choose and go, you know what, I just want it booting straight into the game. I want to plug in my cartridge. I want to feel like that kid again. So there you go. I think that's Xeno Crisis that's loading up. Not too shabby, not too long. It would be nice to put the two together to see what actually loads quicker. And if you haven't noticed, that isn't Xeno Crisis. The video has ended and we are now back on 1080 snowboarding. So next thing we want to have a look at, let's go onto the webpage and have a look. And we can see over here version 1.2.2 comes in at 26 megabytes, but what we want to look at is the release notes down here. So general, fixed ODM selection and game configuration applied incorrectly for unknown cartridges under certain conditions. Now guys, I want to check out this firmware. I want to do another Analogue 3D stream, but you know what? I just got my Super Station 1 delivered. So when I do get home, I want to play with that. I want to set that out. I'll be doing a live stream on the video, but I will get around to doing some more 3D stuff. I don't know, maybe during the week, maybe at some point in the weekend. So, all right, what's it got next there for OS? So, new added startup action feature. You can now directly play inserted cartridge when powering on the 3D. Navigate to settings, system, startup action, and select cartridge or library. So that's really, really cool. A nice feature there. A nice addition for, especially for those that really don't want to go into the library. They just want that console or kind of like authentic N64 experience. So good stuff there. So new added power off from OS menu. You can now power off 3D from either the in-game menu or settings menu. That's really, really cool, right? Because hey, sometimes your stuff's far away. You wanna boot it up with your controller like you can, and then you wanna shut it down with that. So there you go. All these little changes, little quality of life improvements, they certainly go a long way. So improved virtual controller pack, game configuration and playtime are now saved if 3D is powered off during gameplay. Okay, that's cool because you know when you play the game, yes, your game's saved, you turned it off, you still had everything there. So that's really, really cool. So what's this? Improved auto overclock behavior. Okay, that'll be something nice to check. And improved OS visual polish. So notes at the bottom here, original N64 games required an active controller to start. When startup action is set to cartridge, a controller must be connected on player 1 with 3D powered on. Okay, so guys, bear that in mind, right? If you're starting this, then make sure you do have a controller connected. So guys, that's kind of it for this video. Let me just let me play them other videos while I talk again, and we'll go back to 1080. So that's really cool. Nice to see Analogue like pulling their finger out, pulling their socks up, getting those gloves on, and actually giving those quality of life improvements that people so want. I think there's still stuff missing, like people really going about Wi-Fi and over-the-air updates. That's another dig that the M64, the ModRetro guys kind of took. Like, they didn't take the dig, but when they were highlighting that, I kind of read that as, this is what we're doing, and basically our competitor cannot do it. So it will be nice to see if Analogue out there can actually next just give us Wi-Fi over-the-air updates, just to kind of, well, from their perspective, they're a business, get the best possible product out there before your competition even surfaces their product, or their product surfaces, right? So let's go and have a look at N64 Boys 1 over here before we kind of wrap up the video. So guys, that's it. Any thoughts? What do you guys think? Are you convinced? Are you happy with your Analogue 3D, or are you like gonna buy an M64 as an addition, or did you leave out the Analogue 3D completely, waiting for the M64, or are you like, you know what, I just really don't care, I've got a Mister and I'm happy with it? Either way guys, be freaking awesome to one another, play lots and lots of games. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.